Hello ladies and welcome back to my YouTube channel today. This is Jennifer here of the blog JennySueMakeup.com, and today's video is going to be a topic that's all about one spring beauty trend that we can all try in real life. So if you're looking at me right now, you can probably guess what my spring beauty trend is, and that is all about colored spring eye makeup look. So before we get into this video and I show you exactly how I did this, make sure that you go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss any of my videos, and be sure to follow along with me on all those other social media platforms that you like Instagram and Facebook and Pinterest and all of those. So now that that's out of the way, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this video, which is all about spring fun, vibrant eyes. So as you can see here, I have on a bright green springy eye look, and today happens to be St. Patrick's Day 2021. So I thought it was just ideal that I use the color green. But for this tutorial, before I get into it and show you exactly how you can do this eyeliner look, you can really choose any color that reminds you of spring. You can use blues, you can use purples, you could use pinks, you could use yellows. You really can do any color. It's all about having fun with your eye makeup. So I feel like this is a spring beauty trend that always comes up every year when you see things on like the New York Fashion Week runway of, for spring 2021 or even 2020, or I don't even know if there was a New York Fashion Week 2020 actually, but either way, whenever you see like spring beauty trends pop up, typically a vibrant eye always comes in there. I think it's because we get tired of the old dreary winter with no flowers and no trees, and then spring pops up and we've got all this color everywhere. So we want to have that joy and enthusiasm on our faces, so this is the way to do it. So the first thing that you're gonna need is, obviously, you're going to need an eyeshadow base or an eyeshadow primer, and I use the NYX High Definition Eyeshadow Base. And literally, I just took it, dotted it all along my eyelid, and then rubbed it in with my finger, which you can do with your finger, you can do it with a concealer brush, whatever floats your boat. But because you're adding bright, bold color on the eye, you want something for that color to stick to, and so an eyeshadow primer or base is very, very necessary. So that's your first step. Then I actually received 2 makeup palettes from Makeup Revolution, so thank you Makeup Revolution. It's just like a little PR gift, and so I decided that I wanted to use these for today's look. So the first thing that I did was, with this first palette I have is the Forever Flawless palette, and it has some really nice neutrals in there as well as bright pinks and that sort of thing that I could have used. But I went for the neutrals first because I wanted to create a nice neutral base on the eyelid. So I used a fluffy brush and I just kind of mixed this ivory and this nude color together and hit underneath my brow bone and then all over the eyelid to really make the eyelid look nice and even. Then I switched brushes and I went for more of like a dome-shaped eyeshadow brush. Then I just kind of mixed it in these 2 different browns here, these kind of light brown colors, because I really wanted to define my crease before I started with the eyeliner look. And so I just took those 2 browns, kind of mixed them back and forth. I love to mix colors. And then I just took this eyeshadow brush and just really kind of highlighted my crease area, kind of where my eye socket is, where if you stick an eyeshadow brush into your eye bed, you can kind of feel that bone of where the eyeball starts and stops. And I just really highlighted that part of the crease on both eyes. So then, once that was done, now comes the fun spring colorful eye. So I took my next palette from Makeup Revolution. Now this one is called Chilled with Cannabis Sativa Seed Oil. I don't know what that does for the eyeshadows, but they are beautiful. And this palette is full of all sorts of fun St. Patrick's Day greens or spring greens, whatever you want to call them. And so I took this palette, and then in my back pocket, I had the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus Spray. This is what you need to turn your eyeshadows into eyeliner. As you will see, I'm not using any eyeliner on my upper lid on this, just eyeshadow to create the winged eye. And so I used the Prep and Prime as kind of a fixant for my eyeshadows, and then I sprayed it on an angled brush. So this is just an angled eyeliner brush. Sprayed that first to get that nice and wet. And then I dipped my brush in 2 of the greens that I wanted. I kind of wanted to make my own green. So I mixed it in the plant shade and the leaf shade and kind of mix those back and forth. Then I like to start for a winged eye on the outside of my eyelid. And I like to draw the wing first so I can see how dramatic I want it. So I take my liner brush and I literally will draw from how high up I want the wing to go and connect it to my last lash line. And then I'll create kind of a little triangle on the edge of my eye. That's what it's gonna create that winged look. So I'll do the line first, and then I'll connect that line more towards the center of my eyelid to create the triangle. Then I kind of go back and forth, maybe spraying a little bit more of the spray getting more eyeshadow on the brush, and then I just line it along the rest of my lash line. And as I gradually get to my tear duct, I like to make it go thinner. I don't want the wing to have one like block of color all along, although I have seen that. It's called color blocking eyeliner. People are doing it. I prefer for the color to just kind of fade away as I get in towards the tear duct because that's where it's real wet. I don't want a whole lot of green in there. So, and then you just kind of go back and forth as pigmented as you want your colored lash line to look. You can make it super subtle and more of like a pastel. If you're kind of scared to go super dramatic, that's totally okay. Just get a little bit of color on there and add a little bit of fun to your eye makeup, since the rest of the eye makeup is so neutral. And so then but of course, as you can see with me, I wanted mine to be super duper St. Patty's Day green. And so I just kind of went back and forth with a few different greens. I even added a little bit of the Candyland, which is kind of a shimmery green. You can't really see that much. Add a little bit of that on top. And you just push that color in until you get a nice, soft eyeliner look. So once you get your winged eye as winged as you want it, then it's time to add the mascara. So I made mine even more fun. I took it up a notch and I bought some colored mascara. So this is from L'Oreal, their Voluminous formula, the original, which is one of my all-time favorite drugstore mascara formulas. And this color is called Deep Green. I know that they also carry like a burgundy one and a cobalt blue one. So just kind of pick whatever you want for fun mascara. Make sure you curl your eyelashes, ladies. You know, I beat this, you know, all the time, beat this into y'all. You got to curl your eyelashes to get your best lash life if you're not wearing false lashes, which I did not do false lashes for this look today. Figure if you're going so bold with your eyeliner, no need to add the false lashes. We got all the drama we need. So you just curl your lashes and then you add your mascara, always 2 coats. I do love this green. I think it's really pretty. I actually asked my husband if he noticed the green, and he was like, no, but I noticed it. It's very faint, but it's just enough fun color. So don't be scared of colored mascara. It's really kind of like a fun thing to just try. And if it's drugstore, you're not wasting a whole lot of money. So once you do your mascara, I like to add 2 little extra steps to, you know, kind of take that look up a notch. And one thing I do is I add a nude colored eyeliner. I know y'all seen me do this before in other past videos, but I like to take a nude colored eyeliner and I will just draw right there in the lower lash line, in the lower waterline, just to get rid of any like pink or redness that I might have. So that it really makes the whites of my eyes brighter, which will make my pop of color eyeliner look even brighter. So I just like to take down that natural redness with a nude liner. And then if you have made any mistakes with your wing, don't worry about it. You can't. There is a last minute little fixer idea, and that is to take any sort of flat paddled concealer brush. This one is by Il Makiage. It's really awesome. A little flat paddle concealer brush, and then your favorite concealer. And then you can just take a little bit of that concealer. I usually dot it on the back of my hand. And if I've made a mistake or I want my wing to look super duper sharp, I will just put that concealer brush in a little concealer, and then I will just start from the bottom of the wing and I'll just drag it up along the bottom of the color, and that will give it that nice sharp winged look that you want. And it just kind of cleans it up and just gives you all the drama if that's what you're looking for in your winged liner. All right, and so then just to top it off, if you're doing something like this, like a fun colored eyeliner that you're not used to, I really think that you just pair it with a nice, soft, dewy skin, nothing too makeup-y, a little pop of color on your cheeks, and then a really pretty neutral lip gloss that doesn't compete with your eye makeup. I'm actually wearing one of my all-time favorites, which is the Revlon Rosy Future lip gloss. It is delightful if you've never worn this color. I kind of suggest it to everybody because it's just so pretty and it kind of goes with everything. So finish it off with that, and voila, you've got your nice springy looking makeup look for 2021. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope that it added a little fun idea to maybe that you can add to your beauty routine. I mean, it is spring. We all enjoy a little bit of joy this 2021, so have some fun with your makeup. Don't take it too seriously. Just play around with the colors until you find a fun pop of color eyeliner that you like. So that's it for today's video, y'all. And of course, I will link everything below in the description of this video if you're looking, you know, maybe to get yourself a new palette full of green eyeshadows, or maybe a palette with hot pink and neutrals in it. So I'll leave all the links for those items below. And of course, if you have any questions, please leave them for me in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And until the next video, I'll see y'all later. Bye. Do I look with the Irish to you? Is that what they say? Is that that what they say? It is fun though, right? Do you think the green is fun?
I do.